さあさあさあさあ。
Where's the bookseller?
さて調べるか。なんかあるね。
An old diary.
牧師夫人の日記。牧師は預言者を名乗った。父なる神を捨て、怪物のような奇妙な異端的存在を崇拝した。妻は説得を試みたが、虚しい結果に終わった。頭の中の声に真実があるので聞かなければならないだと言って聞かない。まあよろしくはないわな。さあ物色。なんかあるね。ダークウォーターの歴史4巻。何 ?19 世紀、アメリカの捕鯨産業がピークを迎えると、クジラはダークウォーター周辺の海域から姿を消していった。当時までこの辺りはクジラが好む隠れ家だったこともあり、この現象はさらに謎を呼んでいる。1847年、数ヶ月にも及ぶ探索を続けたスキラが巨大生物を積んで寄港した。これが奇跡の獲物かな。船員はこの怪獣が消えたクジラを食い尽くしたという。一晩の死闘を繰り広げた後、生き残りたちは力を尽くして捕鯨船に積み込んだ。蓄音機。なんかあるね。なんだ。ランプ。なんかあるね。ジョン・ウィッチウッド氏率いるワン京都の移民団が17世紀に島に定住した。海の暗い影から島をダークウォーターと名付けた。これは島を囲う岩の得意な色によるものと考えていた。最初に作った建築群はホーキンス帝教会墓地など珍しい文書や手書きのメモに悪夢や上越を逸脱した行動が語られている。彼らは18世紀初頭に姿を消した。プロキャスすると文字があれだな。小さいな。しゃあないけど。特にないか。こぼれてる。なぜ
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
19世紀末のヘレナ・ブラバスキーによる不可思議な活動をきっかけとなったチベットの書。新知論を生み出した彼女はこの書から多くを学んだのだろうが、誰も読むことができなかった。俺は存在しないものと思っていた。ダークウォーターの7種書房で発見されたこの書はブラバツキーの誠意の確固たる証明かもしれないし、偽物かもしれない。五分五分である。エレナさんじゃん。オカルト。医学書ね。OK。 なんかね、人体と会話の手引きに、いわく。読むでしょう。聞いたこともない生物を目録にして分類しているコレクション。星から来た神々。次元間を行き来できる生物。神話の動物、呼びね。権威譚に対する参考とするものだ。指している神話に関する記述がない。ページは無限の図で覆われている。オカルト。こっちは特にもうないかな。
What happened here?
Oh.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
さてさて。
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
最初からっていうと、まずこれか。
Blood. Seems like amateur work. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
いや、浅いんじゃねえかよ。
What the? Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Right? Every.
ああ、待って、流れちゃったよ。スキップできないようにしてほしいな。
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
何？この回顧録を見つけた者がいるなら、私は間違いなく急に巻き込まれているだろう。私の唯一にして最後の希望は、私の肉と骨が今も現実世界に存在し、これを拾って仮装してもらうことだ。位牌は今もこの世にいるなら親愛なる母のもとへ。以下は重要事項である。これを読んでいる者がいて、私ほどの読めない H、鋭敏さを記すことができたならば、私の最も重要な所有物を手にするがよい。金庫の中だ。鍵番号の手がかりは3本のシリンダーにある。それぞれギリシア世界で生命と学が交わる場所に記されている。かの文豪は秩序は道理の享楽だが、混沌は創造の愉快であると言ったが、シリンダーには数字が彫られている。私は整理された混沌を好むにしても、最後に勝つのは道理であると認めざるを得ない。もし私の知性にかなうもの、あるいは天才と呼ぶべきものによって金庫の番号を解き明かすことができたなら、中身を私の友人同僚であるミスカトニック大学のアーミティ教師に届けてほしい。金庫の中身は巨大な知識庫であるばかりでなく、ふさわしくないものの手に渡れば、危険な武器でもある。その危険性を理解し、しかるべき行動をとってくれることを望む。何にせ私はあなたを導くこともなければ、あなたの行動に苦しむこともない。シリンダー、これか。どう動かすんだ？あ、こうか。あ、こういうことに。
A strange
なんか、
amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
ハウンド。
Isn't everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
よし、情報を整理しようか。3本のシリンダー、それぞれギリシャ世界で生命と核が交わるところに隠されている。生命と核が交わる場所。あ、なんかいっぱい出てきた。
Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection?
他はないのかな。なんか
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
録音機どっかにあったよな。あった。
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
外水的ヘンリー。
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions? Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions? Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions? Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions? Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions? Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection?
とりあえずでも聞いてみるか。でもなかった気がする。
Things are not looking good.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows.
The Queen
We
has
shall
little
refuse
protection.
to be the playthings of destiny.
The Queen has little protection.
ボン。駒が足りないのか。
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me.
これは9か。
Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be
Queen
the
has little
plaything
protection.
だろうな。ちょっと探索し直すか。
Freud's The
楽
Interpretation
しい
of
のはフロイ
Dreams.
トかな。
It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this
医
century.
学なんだ。全くわからん。数字が振られている。あるじゃんと思ったら普通にワン、ツー、スリーじゃん。これで開くんか。試しにやってみるか。
The Chalice of Knowledge.
お、
The Chalice of Knowledge.
知識の聖杯。1だったか。
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
とりあえず2番目から探そうか。これを多分盤面
The Queen has little protection.
ナイトを守るにはナイトを殺せるやつが欲しい。黒のポンでもいいな。
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azoth and Other Horrors, seems particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through.
休館。
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
8はあるな。9はないな。
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
金庫を突破しなくちゃいけないんだよな。本はまあ分かったけど、9かですか。
Like precious stones lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red rocks, like precious stones lie
代
fixed,
償を払って
set
のも
in
いい。
divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry.
The chalice of knowledge.
And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
特定のモチーフ。
The Queen has little protection. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
9がないんだよな。
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
お、タブレット。
Drake talked about a particular volume.
9巻がないな。むずくないか。一つもわかんねえな。最悪2つ分かれば総当たりできるんだけど。特にない。もう一回見るか。間違えた。
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to
灰
pay
の
to
勝
know
者
its
はゴブレッ
secrets.
トだよね。
The chalice of knowledge.
回転してもな。
The Queen has little protection.
チェス盤の駒もねえんだよな。
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
7。
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his... What did Drake say about this collection?
7にあ、わかった。
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his
エメラル
message.
ドタブレットだからこれが2か。
The chalice of knowledge.
2でアーカムが9だとしたら279。どうだ？ダメ？
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
積んだ。全然わかんないぞ。血を拾えるわけでもないし。
The Queen has little protection.
なんかヒントはないか。2は合ってると思うんだよな。
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
これは9で合ってると思うんだよな。
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
うわからん。ちょっと、すいません。ここだけ見よう。ダメだ、時間だけかかっちゃう。はあ、そんなの書いてあったか。
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
The chalice of knowledge.
はあ、むずいでしょう。なんでこれで宝石の数になるんだ。
And these red rocks, like precious stones,
これでも赤い宝石はわかる。
set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
いやいやいやいや、わかんないでしょう。次がポーンの数らしいん
I
で
finally
すが、
understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
あー、わかんねえわ、こんなの。なんであれで数になるんだ。あっつのは9だけでした。 ああ、見ちゃったよ、攻略。なんだろう。人間の皮の方かな。ネクロノミコンとか。おおおおお。あ、映った。リバーサル病院？病院？あ、やっぱ人の皮だったのね。彼の精神が別の体に映し出された。よし、あら、まだだった。さあ、行きますか。
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
Blake?
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
Marie Colden.
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
中毒症ね。
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out. And I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole
ま
island.
た在庫が
More
空
and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly stiff.
輪っか水かきじゃないのか。
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that.
ゲ
You
ー
are
プ
a
ワン
most
なの
worthy
かな。
doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
触ると
Look
柔
at these
らかい
sticky
ね。
rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't
魚に
explain
なっ
his
てるの
condition.
か。
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
深きものになりかけてん
May
の
I
かな。
know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does.
待てよ、頭が
I
柔
know
らか
your
い。
thirst for knowledge, Doctor.
タコ。
It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Ah, ピアスではないわな。
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
病院だな。
What are you...
あ、待ってよ。
Doctor, is that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
彼女。ああ、違うか。
Why did nobody tell me about her
アイリーン・
admission?
サンダース？マジ？
Mrs. Sanders?
い 生きてんのか。カルテがないな。なんかあるな。
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
ほうほうほう。
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
不眠症ね。
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Yeah.
White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
このスキップの使用をどうにかしてほしいな。結構病院広いですね。
Chronic insomnia, like half the island.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Everybody says
気候か。これ事務所かな。あ、タラタラに食べるか。
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
睡眠薬ね。お、なんかあるね。
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
夫人が、そういえばなんか映ってたもんね。キッチン。あまり美味しそうには見えないな。
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a
ヒポクラ
difference.
テスの誓い。なんじゃこれは。あー、はいはいはい。患者全員を回復させる。はいはいはいはい。なるほどね。
Dr. Colden.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
あれ
Ethan,
Marie,
ブラッド
what are
リー
you
さん
doing
じゃん。
here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me
悪夢
awake
ね。
every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be...
I don't know yet. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares. We don't have any medication left.
Oh,
Take care, Ethan.
you too, Marie.
結構やばい雰囲気です
fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
This man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
主人公じゃない。ちょっと待って。隠れる場所があるな。
Dr. Colden.
I'll be going.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. I have little time for you, Doctor. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him not...
水を止めるね。聞きつけるか。こっちじゃねえな。
Dr. Colden.
I'll be going.
Please. Everybody says it. She's a... Everything all right, Doctor?
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank God.
Come now.
I'm trying. Sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself. Just...
Her courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
水を止める。ボイラー室か。したら。
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
誰か持ってないか。看護師よ。
Dr. Colden.
Oh.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you. I'll be going.
Betty ね。とりあえずいろいろ聞いていこう。
You want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
Block B.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
I'll just sleep.
B ブロックにある B ブロック。こっちか。どこにあるんだ？お、これか？
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
違うな。
This place draws you in and never lets you go. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
ああ、地下か。
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty.
What for?
To put it in its place.
I beg...
I suspect, but be warned.
The key is in the dormitory.
Thank you.
オフィスね。これより基地だ。
We're running out of this medicine.
I know that once again.
Can't you, Donovan?
ここじゃないのか。B ブロックのオフィス。
The boiler room key is not in its place. The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
We're running out of this medicine. Donovan,
B のオフィスでしょう。ブロック B でしょう。ベティはどこだ。
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty.
What?
To put it in,
I beg.
I suspect, but be warned.
You are. The key is in the
B ブロッ
dormitory
ク病
office.
棟のオフィスにあります。
I shall go fetch it.
Dr. Colden?
But be warned. Thank you.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid.
ここはオフィスじゃないよな。
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
B 病棟のオフィスってどこ？ここじゃないのか。 ビーやべ。
Is everything up?
Yeah,
I will.
Oh.
Please, the few.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
It's so unfair.
どこ？見つかんねえなぁ。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. I'm the one who pays.
どこだ？ここ以外なんかあるか？ こマジで B のオフィスでしょ。オフィス、これじゃ1。
Dr. Colgan? I but be you, the key.
Thank you.
オフィスでしょ。今なんかあったぞ。
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
マジでどこ？いや、時間かかりすぎでしょ。こんな帰りたりする？ダメか。
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
いや、そもそもここにあったら戻してるんだよな。どこ？あ、これオフィスかよ。
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
ここオフィスか。そっか、そうだよね。昔だよね。よかった、見つかって。これでやっとボイラー室入れるわ。
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
お、工具。工具ね。 いないじゃん。あ、はあ、やっと進んだ。
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with...
I was about to mention it.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time. Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow. Even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan. I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident. I just need the water to be put back on. Otherwise, the bathroom will quickly become a nest of germs.
Oh, very well. I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I'll fix your blunders once more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Out of my sight. Go chatter with your colleagues. That's what you do best.
Okay.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. I should go another way.
やっと入れた。よかった。
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
予約済んだわ。よかったよ、本当に。ない。スキラ。
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
パズル。ああ、そういうこと？
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls peace. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Why is Ethan on medication? Poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
お父さんか。
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
This finger belonged to a woman.
女性の指?
Why keep it here?
Sarah. 靴?
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
そういえば一足しかなかったな。ってことは逃げたやつはフラー
I
博
must
士。
go back to the basement. I should go another way.
2人までそこにいるんだ。うわぁ、やんべえ施設だな。これか。主人公が登ったとこじゃないか。やばい施設だな。血？
That's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Cole. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
お、終わりもしかして。お、ムービーか。よし。思ったよりも長くかかっちまった。とりあえずこのムービー終わったらやめます。いやー、もうちょいひらめきがあればな。あれで数はきついな。よし、たら、お疲れ様です。